everybody here on this fabulous Monday afternoon. We are so excited for episode number 56 of the World Radio League Show. I am your extra host, Andy N0APX, here on this beautiful Monday in July. Summer for us, hot weather, very hot weather. But for my faithful co-host, Catalina, they're in the middle of winter, aren't you now?
Yes, this is not summer at all. We are freezing here. It's very good cold. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Great to see you. James is on his way to England right now for WRTC 2026. We are almost there. We are so excited. This has been many years in the making, basically since the inception of World Radio League. Almost since the inception of World Radio League, we have been planning this event, and we are so very excited. So we will definitely get there for sure, but we got a lot of other stuff to talk about as well. 13 Colonies special event going on, wrapping up. Our America 250 awards are just about ready for launch, and we've got tons more to talk about. Catalina's got some stuff to share. We got Ham Radio Prep for Schools update. That's going to be cool. And Mugs for MapShares winner will be announced today. 5 winners, in fact. All right, great to see each and every one of you all. So, it's gonna be quite a week, y'all. We are geared up for WRTC, and it's gonna be quite a week. Catalina, how's things going there in Argentina right now?
We're doing great. Of course, a lot of people is thinking about soccer. I know that you can't believe how crazy we are about soccer, but that's what's happening in my country with the cold weather. It's a great
give
plan.
us the World Cup update. Where things stand right now, since I know almost nothing about what's going on. What should people keep an eye on?
Yeah, so Argentina is playing against Egypt tomorrow afternoon here. I think the same is in your country. And we are on the a new phase. So we passed the groups phase. Now the 16th. Now we are like in the A tables, and then we are continue. But day after day, there are less matches, less people fighting for this cup. So it's going to be very, very hard. Like right now,
Gotcha.
you have to win all the matches. If you don't win, you're out of the
Gotcha.
World Cup.
Okay. So Argentina is playing Egypt tomorrow. Who's going to win?
Exactly. Argentina. I'm sorry, Ahmed. But yeah, it's Argentina winning tomorrow. Of course, I can't say anything else.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we'll see if your prediction comes true.
I hope. If not, I'm gonna be very, very sad. You know what? And now,
Argentina, please play your very best, because if you don't, the whole team is in danger of HR violations for the rest of the week.
Exactly. It's very important. And now Portugal and Spain are playing, so that's kind of a big match too. So yeah, it's cool because you learn a lot about other countries. Yes, it's gonna start, I think, now.
Okay. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. It's kind of interesting with this lining up with WRTC all at the same time.
Yes.
The whole team's getting a crash course on world civics and all the different countries of the world, learning quite a bit. So it's been really, really cool. So speaking of WRTC, James said he might pop in if he had an opportunity from the airport, but from the tenor of the message he sent a little bit ago, I don't think he's going to make it. So wish him all the best. Safe travels, James. Be safe out there. Have fun. And we hope to see plenty of photos and video coming out of WRTC 2026. We're super excited. They're setting up their Raspberry Pi units, getting them all ready to go. it's quite an undertaking, y'all. The whole team's been hard at it over this event, and we're really excited. So, Catalina, apart from the World Cup watching, what all else is going on there in Argentina? What's the weather been like for y'all?
Well, here we are in the middle of the winter. It's very, very, very cold. There are some places here that it's not common on my place and around my place to have snow, but it have snowed over the weekend. So it was a very weird thing,
Wow,
but it was because it's very
that's
cold for
cool.
our, yeah. It has been very, very cold. So yeah, I
Here.
don't like winter at all. I'm freezing. I don't like it.
Point taken. All right, moving on.
If you want to know, I don't like winter. Suffering the cold weather. Well, of course, at my house, for example, I am very like hot. I am like in a warm like place. But whenever you go outside, you freeze. Yeah, you go outside and your body is still like. And I like a lot of like going to parks and doing outdoor activities, and it's very difficult in winter here to do some outdoor
Yeah,
activities. Like very
yeah.
freezing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, come springtime, we're gonna have to get you a radio of some sort and get you out doing a POTA activation. But until then, maybe we
Exactly.
can. We still need to work on getting you on Echo Link. We need to
My excellent.
schedule a setup session for Echo Link. So, welcome in everyone in the chat. Anybody new? Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. We do this every Monday at 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern time. You calculate for your own time zone. But we have a lot of fun. James is usually with us. But today he is, if you're just tuning in, he is traveling to England for the World Radio Sport Team Championship, which we are hosting their their online leaderboard. So we're super excited about that. There's lots of stuff going on right now. Lots of stuff going on. James just sent me a message. I'm going to go ahead and cover this because this is so cool. James just sent me a message a few minutes ago that, or sent us a message that we have our first application for ham radio prep for schools, and this is so exciting. Ham radio prep for schools is our new program that we're launching coming into the 2026-2027 school year. And basically, we want to get ham radio prep into every school in America for free. This includes homeschool organizations, public schools, private schools, you name it. Colleges. We're wanting to get ham radio prep in everywhere we can get it. And we've got Catalina. If you could pull that link and drop it in the chat.
Yes, absolutely.
The ham radio prep for schools link. And I just want to give a shout out to Ryan Adney with the Alhambra High School Amateur Radio Club, Whiskey 7 AHS. He sent us an application for ham radio, our very first application for ham radio prep for schools. It's a K through 12 school. It's going to be their high school class. And he said it's going to possibly be his technology elective class, which would be really cool to see. So thank you so much, Ryan, for reaching out, for applying. This is incredible. And we're super excited to begin partnering with you and dozens, hopefully hundreds of other schools across the U.S. Over the coming school year and on into future school years. So we're really excited. Catalina, did you have anything to add to that? What are you seeing as far as interest in the ham radio prep for schools program, and what do you anticipate moving on into the school year here?
Yeah, I think that it's a great program to have as a teacher. I am a teacher, and as a teacher, to have these programs with free like books to share, free books, free courses, free material to share with your students, and give them like a tool for the future and for their life. It's kind of a cool experience, and I think that it can match to a lot of subjects at school, and it's kind of cool, and it's kind of cool also to learn something new for them. So, and also for teachers, like it's kind of a great learning experience together. And I think this will be huge. And if you are not a teacher, but you know someone that is teaching at schools, just share the link. It's very, very easy to apply. There are simple questions just for us to know which school you're applying to, which grades, and basic information about your school group. And that's it. And then you'll know about us after your application. But if you are, as I told you before, if you're not a teacher, but you know a group of students that they are interested, you know teachers, you just share the link and let's motivate the young learners to get their licenses.
Absolutely. This is the future of ham radio. So I just put a QR code up there in the top corner of your screen. Scan that QR code or go to hamradioprep.com/schools and you know get your school signed up. If you're a teacher, if you're a member of faculty, if you are, you know, at some sort of administration or whatever for the school, or if you're a member of a homeschool group or anything like that, just go sign up. Go put in an application. Doesn't cost a thing in the world to put in an application. And if you're approved, it won't cost a thing in the world. And if you're not approved, it won't cost a thing in the world. Just sign, just apply. Just go apply. And we will review your application. And we have a very low bar for approvals. And so you will most likely get approved if you fall into one of those categories. And if you do not get approved, then we will, I'm sure that we will, you know, communicate the reasons why. But like I said, it's a very low bar for approval. You know, if you fall into one of those categories, then that's what we're all about. We're all about getting ham radio prep in every school in America. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to see. We want to see a new generation of ham radio operators. And, you know, and we've got some cool stuff. We've got some really cool stuff on the horizon for ham radio prep. I mean, you've heard us talking about our Morse code stuff, you know, that we're going to be integrating into that Morse mastery. We're going to be working on integrating that. We've got, you know, we just launched the new technician course. We've got other things coming in the future that are going to be, you know, going to be huge for ham radio prep. So we're really excited about these courses, getting them all, you know, getting them into all of America. So I do want to give Caleb a quick shout out here. Good to see you, Caleb. Caleb, why did you go and change your call sign? Now I got to get used to a new one, my friend.
That's a
Caleb
cool
is formerly KF8EYE. It's an awesome call sign. Your new one is an awesome call sign, K8LEB. Your old one was also an awesome call sign. So I won't hold it against you too much because I changed mine as well. But yeah, it's great to see you here, Caleb. Anyway, yeah, ham radio prep for schools. I'll leave this QR code up here in the top of the screen here for a little bit longer, and you know, y'all can scan that, and we'll probably put it up from time to time moving forward. But really, we're just so over the moon thrilled about this program, and moving forward, we're going to do everything we can to get young operators licensed and on the air. I want to read while I'm at it. I can find where this was posted. And Catalina, feel free to fill in the dead air here with some more comments about ham radio prep for schools while I'm looking for this.
Okay, I'm gonna sing ham radio for schools.
Okay, never mind. No, I'm kidding.
Let's go and sign up. Scan this QR code.
Okay. All right, here we go.
What are you looking for?
Yes. I found it. So this is our mission statement for World Radio League, and some of these values apply to ham radio prep as well. But James just posted this, and I wanted to share it. He posted this on Facebook, and I wanted to share this. This is the World Radio League mission statement, and but it does some of these definitely apply to ham radio prep as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and read it here. World Radio League's mission is simple: to get more ham radio operators active and on the air, and to make ham radio fun and accessible for everyone. Why does that matter? Because ham radio is the greatest hobby / service in the world, and it makes the world a better place. Every QSO is more than just a contact, it's a connection. It is someone learning, exploring, and sharing the magic of radio with another person. The true spirit of ham radio is adventure, technology, curiosity, service, learning, and community. It's about building each other up, learning together, and finding new ways to keep the hobby alive and growing. That's the spirit we promote at World Radio League, and it's why we work hard every day to improve our logging experience. Educational material, analytics, community, contest, events, and games. So, if you love ham radio, join us on that mission. Whether you're brand new to ham radio or if you've been operating for decades, you're welcome here. Let's create new awesome ways to experience ham radio together. And I think that applies to World Radio League as well as Ham Radio Prep. That is our mission. That is our mission, to get more ham radio operators active and on the air, and to make ham radio fun and accessible for everyone, from literally from fifth graders all the way up to 100-year-olds. I mean, we want to make ham radio fun for everyone. Probably even younger than fifth graders. That's probably too old to start at the minimum. So, but yes, we are all about making ham radio fun and accessible for everyone. We want to grow this amazing hobby, and we let me be very clear here. I want to thank the World Radio League community for being such an incredible and positive force in the world of ham radio. The World Radio League community has been just stellar, awesome, and absolutely incredible, and we thank you for that very, very much. So, all right, Catalina, I'm done ranting for now. There will probably be a little more later. Did you have anything to add to that?
No, absolutely. We appreciate you all your comments, all of your maps, everything. I think that the community is the best, and thank you for your support. As we always say, we share the same hobby, so it's kind of cool to have you in the same community and share our thoughts, our experiences. It's kind of fun. It's also part of the hobby to share your own experiences and things with ham radio with the other people sharing the same hobby.
Absolutely. KR4LRA, yes, ask technical questions at any point during the show. Put them in the chat as soon as you want to, and we will try to get to them later on in the show. In fact, if the more questions y'all can throw at us in the chat, the better off the show is. We appreciate being able to answer the questions y'all give to us. That's how this show started. Was I would go on live and sit here nearly in silence, waiting for questions to answer. So this show started as a live Q&A. Go ahead and drop any of your questions in the chat. Make sure they're related to ham radio, World Radio League, ham radio prep. Any of those three elements. Ham radio is a broad category. If you have ham radio general questions, absolutely, we'll consider them. And questions specific to World Radio League and ham radio prep are, of course, welcome as well. And Morse mastery questions as well. So throw any of your questions in the chat. We'd be happy to consider those for a little bit later in the show. But yes, absolutely. We have some really cool stuff to talk about today with regards to a new segment. I haven't even had time to come up with music for this segment. So let's see, what all do I have here? Do I have any music that we could run for this segment? How about, I don't know if I've got anything, Catalina. You just really.
I'm just kidding.
I'll find something here. How about, is this one work? Yes, let's see here. There we go. All right, Catalina. Tell us what's going on with #ham radio this week.
Well, this is gonna be a new segment for Catalina. I created a segment myself to talk a little bit in this. So I was thinking, what can I add? Because I don't know any specific things about ham radio. So if we have some difficult things, I can't add anything. So I was thinking, I will talk to the people who is asking. that's the start point of this part of this segment. So I was thinking to combine something that is for social media. As you know, I manage social media for Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League, and something that I can share also here in this live stream every Monday. So I created this segment that is called #Ham Radio this week. So on this segment, we will share some updates for ham radio if there is one. And if not, I'm gonna look for fun facts or information about ham radio that we should know, or at least I should know. So I will share that with you. So, it's true. And let's see if I can share this. I will check.
See, I even got you a banner up here, Catalina. That's just how good of a producer I am.
#Ham Radio Beauty. Okay, let's see if I can share this. Let me know. Wait, no. All right, what I did. Okay, here. I'm trying to share my screen.
Okay, you click there's a little picture of a computer monitor with a plus button in the
middle.
Oh,
you can share like an image. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's what I want.
While Catalina's pulling this up, I have a quick question for Catalina. So Catalina, if people post on social media #Ham Radio this week with a note or something, will you take those into consideration for future #Ham Radio this week segments?
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Anything
you guys have a mission. You have a mission from Catalina. Go post #Ham Radio this week on social media, and with your Ham Radio this week nugget. All right.
See if this works. Okay, so this is the Ham Radio this week question that we have here. Why does the FCC update the question pools every 4 years? Of course, I investigated and I have the answer, but first, let's put your guesses or your answers in the chat, and let's discuss a little bit about why does the FCC update the questions pools every 4 years? That's something that happened last week with the technician, and that's why I asked to myself, I'm working on this, but why is the FCC updating the question?
What Catalina is referring to is the FCC just released the 2026 through 2030 technician question pool as of July 1st, 2026. So we're now studying with the new technician course that we just launched, about a month before a couple weeks before the new pool went live. So yes, the each of the three technician, general, and amateur extra question pools are updated every 4 years, and this is staggered. So the technician one updated this year. The general one, I think, updates in either 2020. I think it's in 2027 or 2028, and then the extra will be in like 2029 when they update once again. So, what all answers do we have in the chat, Catalina?
Okay, so we have here answers. So
Zach, you got the golden ticket, my friend. Yes, of course.
That's my answer for investigating.
I love it, Zach.
Then we have Terry here saying, to make sure the questions stay up to date and fresh. Well, that's very true, Terry.
Absolutely.
Then we have Zach again. Wrong answer. So Professor Jim has something to do.
Yes, indeed.
Keep him busy.
I tell you what, technician course this year, Professor Jim had some family stuff going on. So Professor James took the teacher's chair and taught the technician 2026 course. So He did a great job too. Awesome job, and our editors absolutely killed it. I mean, they crushed it. It was an awesome edit.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so I'm gonna share the answer here.
Yeah, go for it. All right. Oh. Boom, we both shared at the same time.
So, Terry was right.
Yes.
To keep amateur radio current. Of course, as everything grows and everything changes, the same happens with amateur ham radio and the technologies. So the FCC does this to keep updated, to reflect the changes in the community, in the technologies and operating services and regulations. Of course, everything changes. So these question pools should be updated up to 4 years. I think that's a great timeline to keep this updated. So we've got a lot of questions from people saying that is that new technician course totally different from the previous one? Well, we build our courses based on the FCC question pools. So sometimes there are a lot of questions that are changing, sometimes there are 22, but at least this is a new course that you should study. If you study for the previous one or the old one, the exam will be different. So it's important to study the updated course. So as we were mentioning, there is a new question pool for technician that started being active last July the 1st. And our technician course has been updated too. So it is very important that now, if you're thinking of getting your technician exam, you'll study for the new question pool. Yeah. 2026, 2030. Oh my God, 2030. That's crazy. So you can find this. I'm gonna share a quick our page here. Now that I learned how to share things, I'm gonna share everything. So if I add this, how can I add this?
Like this.
You have
hold on. There we go.
There.
Boom, we got it.
Okay, so you go to hamradioprep.com, our main page. You can find here the technician course. You have a banner here with the new technician license course. Everything is very advertised here. So if you go there, start studying now. Well, I have my course, but you'll get the new question pool. Okay, 2026, 2020, 2030. And if you go down, you'll find all the things that you'll find inside the course, and also some reviews from previous people taking this course. You have the ham radio prep guarantee, then if you don't pass the exam, we will return the money. So then we have the pricing table, and you'll find some cool bundles. If you're thinking on getting your General 2, you've got this bundle, and the best bundle that we have, the all access pass for $79. Sorry, that includes the 3 license courses. So it's very good bundle if you're starting.
Yeah, absolutely. Who needs James when we have Catalina? Catalina is explaining all this extraordinarily well. Thank you, Catalina, very much. Catalina is going to be with us for the rest of the show. Well, at least for the next half hour. Because we've got more stuff to announce on the other side of the break. But we do have a break, so do not go anywhere. Before we go to break, Catalina, I think you're out of time. Because Eric Martin says, can you do an Echolink segment next week, Catalina? Next week. We need to get you live on the show, setting up your Echolink account. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Since last year.
Let's do it next week. Let's schedule this for next week, the second half of the show, so you have no excuses to leave early.
Maybe I can't. Oh, I'm busy.
All right, guys, at some point next week's show, we are fully planning as of this moment to get Catalina set up on Echolink. Catalina, are you good with that plan?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's do it. All right, guys, we're going to go to break. And Terry says, a course is a course, of course, of course. Yes, indeed. We are going to go to a quick break. Thank you, Terry. We're going to go to a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to announce the Mugs for Map Shares winners just a little bit. So do not go anywhere. You may have won yourself a mug, or we have a new prize in the works today. Since some of y'all just share so many maps, you win so many times, so we got to do something else. So don't go anywhere. We have that coming up on the other side of the break. Guys, stay tuned. We will be right back.
Imagine setting up your ham radio in a state or national park like this one. Surrounded by nature.
And making contacts with people all over the world.
That's what Parks on the Air is all about. It's one of the most fun and rewarding ways to participate in ham radio.
POTA is for everyone.
Activators head out to parks to experience nature, while hunters try and contact them from home. With over 500,000 participants worldwide, there's an activation happening every day. And in fact, there's probably an activation going on in a park like this right now.
But if you're new, getting started can be overwhelming. From picking the right gear and antennas to setting up in the field, logging contacts, and following the rules.
That's why we created the Ham Radio Prep POTA course, your guide to getting started with Parks on the Air. We'll walk you through everything step by step, from choosing equipment to setting up, on-air operation, and logging.
This course will get you on the air fast and help you to avoid common beginner mistakes.
And even if you already have POTA experience, you'll find plenty of pro tips to optimize your station setup and operations.
We recommend having at least a general license for this course, but even if you're still a technician, this course will help you prepare for the next level and get ready to join in the fun.
POTA is an amazing way to build your skills, get in the outdoors, and connect with other hams around the world. So are you ready to start your next adventure?
Sign up for the POTA course today at hamradioprep.com. Welcome back, my fellow music lovers, technological prodigies, ham radio operators all across the fruited plain and beyond. We're so happy to have you here on the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. We've got lots of questions, great comments coming in, and we'll talk about those in just a little bit. But I am so excited that Catalina is here with us today to tell us who won Mugs for Map Shares in June.
You, Andy, congratulations.
Yes! Well, I got a mug, but I don't think I won Mugs for Map Shares. I don't even think I'm probably the worst map sharer of the whole community. I'm sorry about that. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
you're not a good example.
Live on stream here. I am very poor map sharer.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely. I'm going to hit a couple quick comments here. Thomas Landy asks, does WRL update the Parks on the Air website? No, we are not directly affiliated with Parks on the Air. I want to make that very clear. We do, however, support and love what they do. And so we provide options for our World Radio League members to log contacts in a way that makes it easy for them to submit those contacts to Parks on the Air, and you know, keep good track of their Parks on the Air contacts. So we love what they do. We're not directly affiliated. We love what they do. Sounds like they've got a new team of developers and people that are recently hired that are working like crazy to make great things happen. So we're really excited to see what goes on there. But yes, great question. Thank you very much for asking that. No, we're not directly affiliated, but We do love what they do. And okay, Thomas Landy, he might be clarifying a little bit. Does WRL update the POTA website when I log a POTA contact? Well, as their development team works on what they're calling, I believe, POTA 2.0 or something like that, they are wanting to implement a direct upload mechanism. So that's what we've heard anyway. Now, I have not seen that yet directly. I've just heard that, I think at Hamvention they were talking about that. So we're hoping that they have that mechanism available for us to use in the near future. But until they provide us with that mechanism, no, we do not directly update their site. We have to, or upload your contacts to their site. We have to go through an export process. You know, you just export them. We give you a very, a very easy way to export a file that's specific for the POTA website. You export that file, take it over to POTA, upload it. We've got a whole bunch of videos on YouTube about Parks on the Air and how to operate, how to, follow the rules. And we've got a bunch of videos on one of our videos covers how to upload your contacts. And so, go check those out. We also have a full course on how to do Parks on the Air, and we really love their program. We love what they do. We also had a comment here. Sorry, I'm late. Is there still free food? No, you are way too late for the free food. In fact, I didn't even know there was free food. Otherwise, I'd have got here earlier. KE9FHU says, hey, Andy, great program you guys have. I've logged 60 contacts over the weekend. Never had any problems. Seamless integration with WSJTX and Grid Tracker. Love hearing these comments. Thank you so much for reaching out. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Caleb says he can't wait to use cat control someday when he gets his interface set up again. Absolutely, Caleb. It's really incredible. The new desktop app with cat control is just, it's perfect. He also says he's loving the new desktop app so far. It's been working great. That's incredible. It's incredible. Thomas says he used Ham Radio Prep to pass his technician, general, and amateur extra exams. Congratulations, Thomas. That's
Congratulations.
Awesome. He obtained a premium subscription to World Radio League. Thomas, thank you so much. It's because of amazing people like you who support us that we are even able to continue World Radio League. World Radio League offers so much for free. So much for free. We offer, almost everything for free. There's very few things that cost us, extra money that we charge for, but we offer a very much of our program for free. So all of your cloud syncing, all of that, is totally free to use. So we really appreciate the great and awesome folks like you who support us in that right. We really grateful for you. Thank you so much, Thomas. So yeah, Catalina, the June.
Yes.
I'm looking at this June Mugs for Map Shares winners list, and there's an awful lot of familiar names on here. It's like I recognize every one of these names. They've either come up in Mugs for Map Shares winners lists before, or you have referenced them during our team meetings when you share, all the, or a lot of the maps shared on social media over the week. So why don't you go ahead and tell us who won the June Mugs for Map Shares program? And before you tell us who won, why don't you take a couple minutes to just take over the stream for a couple minutes and just explain to us what Mugs for Map Shares is, where we support maps, where we don't support maps, how to participate best, and maybe some of the changes we've had over the past few weeks, and how we're going to keep this moving forward.
Absolutely. So Mags for Map Share. Mugs for Map Shares. This name has been my enemy name for some long time, but it's Mags for Map Share. There you go.
Mugs for Map Shares. There you go.
Okay, so this is an ongoing project that we have every month where you have the possibility to earn prize that it's one of our mugs at our shop because you share your map, World Radio League map, on social media. So where to share these maps? It's very, very important to tag World Radio League account. That's the only way that we can count that as a point, because we can see that map. If you don't tag us, we can't count it because we can't see it. Yeah. Because we have a lot of notifications, so sometimes it's very impossible to keep track of that.
Despite popular belief, Catalina is not quite efficient enough to do all her work, plus constantly scroll social media 24/7. So please tag us. Please tag us. It'll help.
Please tag me. Please tag World Radio League, please. But yeah, that's very easy. So the World Radio League map, it's very easy to share. There are fantastic ways to customize it. It's very fun to customize your map. You have a lot of colors, different things that you can do with your maps. Then it's very cool to share those maps. And the purpose or main purpose of this project is to share our experiences, making contacts, doing some quota activations, and share those maps with our community and have fun. So that's the main purpose of this project. So as many map shares you have, as many points and more possibilities to earn these beautiful maps. So the point won't count if you share these maps in private groups. Those maps are not gonna count as a point to participate for winning these maps. So where you can share it? In your profile tagging, of course, World Radio League, because I'm not checking all your profiles every day. So tagging World Radio League, you can share your maps on our group, that it's World Radio League group. You can share it there. There is a great community. You can share everywhere tagging World Radio League, but not on private groups. Those maps won't count for this project. You can continue sharing your maps, your World Radio League maps there, because there are a great community of a lot of ham radio operators, but they won't count as a point for this specific project or this specific prize, okay? So that's how you can participate. And now we had a great month, a great June month with a lot of map shares. And these are the winners for this month. We have a very well-known participant here that his name is Chef Frisch. I always mispronounce his last name, I believe, but well, he understands. It's not my main language. But it's cool saying KE9CQP. Jeff, congratulations. I think this is the fourth time that he earns this prize. So this is huge. Thank you for your
congratulations, Jeff. Great
for your contribution. Then we have Howard Foreman, and it's waves and waves, right?
Waves and waves.
And for CRP, congratulations, Howard. You will get a new mug this time, so that's cool. Then we have Bruce Britt, great supporter for World Radio League. KB4SWP. So
Bruce is also known as Old Swamper. So Bruce, great job.
Old Swamper, yeah. So he won this for this is the fifth time that he wants this. It's kind of crazy.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. Then we have Brian Thorne, another person that won this prize before, W7YVY. So congratulations, Brian. Thank you for all the maps, the cool maps that you shared on our community. And then we have a new ham operator winning this for the very first time. His name is Paul Byrne, and his call sign is K5CIP. So congratulations, Paul. Incredible to have you here to and to have your maps on our social media. So thank you for sharing those maps. Thank you everyone for participating. We have started a new month. We keep on running this project. So if you didn't participate, you haven't participated yet, we are on July 6th. So you have a lot of time to win your July mug. And I will communicate this. I will send an email to the winners to let you know whenever these mugs are on their way.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all 5 winners. Great work, guys. We really, really appreciate it. And thank you, Catalina, for that awesome explanation of mugs for map share. So yes, we really appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, Catalina. Actually, Catalina, let's back up for a second because 4 of them can win a mug that they haven't got yet, but one of those is one for the 5th time. We only have 4 mug options. So what are we gonna do for? Which was it? Brian? Was it Brian Thorne?
Let me check. No, it's Bruce.
Bruce Britt. What are we gonna do for Bruce?
Well, Bruce, as you earned all our mugs, all our possible mugs that we can send you, the new prize for him is that he can pick one of our operating and advantage courses. This includes PODA course, HF masterclass, emergency communications, satellite and space, and ham radio basics. We have 5 courses to pick, and we will give you full access to that course. The one
your choice of those 5 courses, whichever one you pick, you get full lifetime access to it. Absolutely.
Exactly. So I'm gonna contact Bruce later, whenever he tells me which is the course that he wants, we will give access right away. So
technically, Bruce won courses for map shares this month. So
yeah. Oh, that's a simple name for me. Courses for map.
All right. Let's go ahead and pivot now. Thank you, Catalina, so much for running this every month. You do an awesome and incredible job, and we really, really appreciate it. Everybody, round of applause in the chat for Catalina. Great work, Catalina. Great work.
Thank you.
Let's go ahead and pivot to a couple of the questions we've got coming in, or comments as well. Zach says, who has 2 thumbs, just got the last colony of the 13 colonies event. Awesome, Zach. He got the last colony in his logbook of the 13 colonies event.
Awesome.
Great work. I saw a question pop up about the 13 colonies event, and Catalina, I know we worked hard over the weekend to make some updates, so maybe you can help me explain this a bit. But Steve Stegall is asking, explain the reason for scoring change for 13 colony special events midweek. So as we began, as we started into the 13 colony special event, we had a lot of people wanting us to add it to the platform. So we did what we've done for all the special events that people wanted to add to the platform. We've been working towards a special event system for quite some time now. And just, of course, we've got to prioritize features. So it hasn't made it to the top of the list yet, or it hadn't made it to the top of the list yet. But people were asking for 13 colony special events, so we did what we always do. We put it in the contest section. We tried to clearly market. There was a couple of places where we had there was a miscommunication between team members, and so it got the contest name applied to it. We swapped it for special event as soon as we could get that swapped out. But 13 colony special event, it was listed there. But there was a little bit of concern that it was being almost scored like we weren't scoring it like a contest, but there was a little bit of concern that it looked that way. So what we did was we pushed through July 3rd night into July 4th morning, some of the team members' holiday weekend, pushed like crazy and released our updated contest and events section in World Radio League. And I'm going to go ahead and share that because this is just awesome. The team crushed this. This is really incredible. So we now have, let me go ahead and share this out here. We now have a brand new contest and events section in World Radio League right here, contests and events. And you can see, look at this beautiful thing. WRTC listed up here. It's getting very close. It's listed right here, World Radio Sport Team Championship, upcoming contests, live contests and events, all that stuff. So now if we go in here, we can see that this one has a 13 Colonies special event tag on it. So I can open that up. You can see here, James has a video explaining some of the changes here. You can see this is a special event, not a contest. We've got all the stations you can work listed here. These are our top hunters. We also have some of the special event stations themselves working using World Radio League, which is really incredible. I've seen multiple special event stations using World Radio League to log their contacts. These are our top hunters on our leaderboard. That's just very similar to our weekly leaderboard. They're just on here, logging contacts throughout the duration of the event. And some have worked more stations than others. And if I look on here, I think we'll find Zach on here somewhere. Well, he might not have made it in the top 10 because he probably didn't get to all of them before some of the others did. But anyway, or maybe he'll be in the top 100. Let's see if he's in the top 100. Let's look here. 15, 16. Don't see him there yet. Maybe he meant that he got the 13 colony stations and not all the bonuses yet, because there's a couple of bonus stations as well. So he probably got all the top all the colony stations and not all the bonuses just yet. But anyways, so this is our completely new UI, making it very clear. And from the start, we want to make it clear from the start. We have made it very clear that this is not, a World Radio League event. This is from the 13 Colonies organization, the 13 Colonies Special Event Organization Association, I think is their name. And they do an incredible job with this event every year. It is such a cool event. We've been so excited about it. This is one that excites me every year. I think it's one of the most awesome events in ham radio. So yeah, we're really cool that we were able to bring this to the eyes of all the World Radio League users and get them on the air working these special event stations. So hopefully, Steve, that answers your question. It was a little bit of a mid event change, but I think it was for the betterment of the platform. It was really cool that we were able to get that out. We break our features into what we call major features and mini features. And this was basically a major feature to do this because it required so much development overhead. And I mean, they crushed it in like that weekend. They crushed it. In the middle of trying to get ready for WRTC, our team crushed it. And so we have that new special events section in World Radio League. So keep an eye out because you're going to see plenty more special events pop up in there so you can keep track of your special event contacts. And we think it's going to be really awesome for the special events, for the World Radio League users. We think it's going to be awesome for the community. Catalina, you were kind of in the middle of this as well. Do you have anything to add to that?
I think that you very well explained. I think that, as you said at the end, this is for the best, for our users, for the sake of the event, and also for the future events that we have. So we are very happy for this change.
Absolutely. It was really incredible. Also, I want to give a shout out. Well, Zach says he is number 46 in the leaderboard. I want to give a couple shout outs here. Echo India 3 Bravo Victor Bravo. I think that's that Echo India 3. I want to say I'm there's that prefix. I think I don't want to give the wrong country. I want to say it's Ireland, but Echo India 3. Let me see. Yes, Ireland. Welcome in from Ireland. Great to see you. I also saw we had where is it? I saw just a few minutes ago. There we go. Echo 70 Hotel Charlie from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Welcome in. Great to see you. So a couple more of these 13 colonies comments here. I have 13 event stations already. I just uploaded my 8th, and I heard you talk about the event from your logger. Can I upload my previous contacts? So if you already uploaded them into World Radio League, what you're going to want to do is you can use QSO Manager to just move those over to your 13 Colonies logbook. That's the easiest way to do it. If you want to do it, another way would be to delete those contacts and then re-upload it directly into your 13 Colonies logbook. Either way works, but just to move them with QSO Manager would be the easiest and the cleanest way to do it, probably. Great question. Steve says, thanks for the explanation. Maybe add a special activator section in the future. Heading out now to Shack to activate Kilo to Lima on 20 meters. Thank you. Steve is one of those. Steve is one of our special event station operators. Thank you so much, Steve. We really, really, really appreciate you for using World Radio League. We really love it. And I know that you didn't pop up on the leaderboard anymore after this because we swapped it to a hunter leaderboard because there's a separation between activators and hunters. But absolutely, activator leaderboards is something that I think will be added in the future with this platform, and I'm excited to see that because the more it would be really cool to see that that variance between activators as well. So as far as the ones that want to use the World Radio League platform to participate in the event, so. Great idea there. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Zach says he likes this event section much better. Concept for another event like this. Have a checklist in your logbook so you can see all the call signs you've collected and which you need. Also show mode. Yes, there is definitely there's definitely further plans in the works for this. This was an early implementation of this for the 13. We did this for the 13 Colonies event specifically because this was such an awesome, incredible event, and we really wanted people to, people to see where we were, supporting this event. Not that we're supporting these great people that are running this event, and we deeply appreciate them. So we will be definitely, optimizing this for the event, all the events in the future. And giving World Radio League, putting those events in front of a World Radio League operators and giving them a way to track their contacts in that regard. So great suggestion there, Zach. Thank you very much. Old Swamper Catalina says that he wants to gift his advanced course to somebody because he's purchased all of Ham Radio Prep. Thank you, Bruce, for purchasing all of Ham Radio Prep. And yes, you can absolutely gift that to somebody. Catalina will be in touch very soon with you to work that out. Anything to add, Catalina?
Of course, Bruce. Absolutely. That's awesome. I was thinking like he purchased all the courses. He's a great supporter for World Radio League. Thank you so much. And of course, we can talk about it and we can discuss that. I will contact you by email after the live stream.
Absolutely. Steve says shooting for another 300 to 400 contacts tonight. That's awesome, Steve. I hope to I haven't got a single 13 Colonies station in my log yet, and I want to so bad, and I've been so busy, and I haven't had a chance to. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try today to get 13 Colonies stations in the log. So we'll see what happens. Before we go to break here, Bill asking what I'm drinking with my 3 different cups. Also, we had... We had Bruce asking, how many drinks do I have today? 3. Got, of course, the World Radio League Life member mug with some delicious coffee my wife made me this morning. A regular plastic cup with delicious fresh Missouri well water. And if you've never drunk Missouri well water, I pity you for whatever water that you've been drinking all these years. And then, of course, in my other mug, some delicious, amazing sweet tea that my wife made. And I recently found out that some places have tea and sweet tea as opposed to sweet tea and unsweet tea. They call their unsweet tea basically regular tea, which I can't even fathom. Like, who calls unsweet tea regular tea? That's disgusting. Of course, you have to have sweet tea. But anyway, we won't start that argument today. Catalina, will you be here for the next segment? Yes!
I will. You can mute me. Catalina will be here. She can't speak now. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I can't stay today. I'm sorry.
Very understandable. Thank you so much for being here in the first segment. Great to have you here. Thanks for helping us out with the mics for map shares, for running that for us, and for the new what did we call it? What did we call it again?
Hashtag
Radio this week. Thank you for that amazing new segment, and I'm looking forward to doing it next week, either right before or right after we set your Echo Link station up.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
All right. Guys, say 7-3 to Catalina. She will be back next week.
Everybody.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Catalina, for joining us.
Thank
Guys,
you, Andy.
do not go anywhere. We're going to be talking WRTC. We're going to be talking, what else are we going to be talking? We're going to be talking the America 250 Awards. We're going to be talking, bunch of stuff. Whatever you've been commenting on, plus whatever you're going to keep commenting on. So keep throwing your comments in the chat. We're looking forward to it, guys. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back after this very short break. Thank you, Catalina. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you. 73. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Do not go anywhere. As I said, we will be right back after this very short break. Are you ready to ditch that 90s ham radio logging software and upgrade to something from this century? Well, now you can. Welcome to a brand new era of software in ham radio, World Radio League. Whether you're a brand new ham radio operator just getting started or a seasoned veteran looking to upgrade your logging experience, World Radio League is the ham radio tool suite for you. Its sleek, modern design brings ham radio into today's world. No more digging through endless menus to find basic features. It's all right in front of you, ready to go with just a couple clicks. An extremely customizable logging interface is just the beginning. We integrate with 7 spotting networks to make finding your contacts that much easier. Plus, we offer many custom mapping and analytics tools so that you can view your contacts your way. We have all sorts of tools tailored to contesting, POTA, SOTA, WWFF, and other activities as well. And it gets better. With our cloud-based log storage, you can access your logs using our fully featured web interface in tandem with our robust mobile app. You can log into your account on any device and even log contacts offline, syncing them to your online account later. The best part? Logging with World Radio League is free. Just set up an account and start logging. Want to use advanced features like large log imports and analytics? Upgrade to a premium plan starting at only $3 a month. Join a huge community of ham radio operators at the fastest growing ham radio software platform available by creating your free account at worldradioleague.com today, or search for World Radio League in your favorite app store. Guys, welcome back to the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. Great to see each and every one of you here. I am Andy N0APX, your extra host for episode 56 of the World Radio League show. We're so incredibly thrilled with our amazing community and the great responses and things that we've seen from you guys over the past week or so. It's just been incredible interacting with you guys. You're amazing. Keep up the great work. We love y'all. Shout out to Patrick Hedger. He got licensed 4 days ago as a technician. Kilo Romeo 4 November Foxtrot. Congratulations, Patrick. That is an incredible thing, and we're so excited. Thank you so much for letting us know. That is incredible. Steve's from Indiana. He's loving the desktop app with cat control. That's great, Steve. Glad to hear it. Peter says, since James is on his way to England right now, Peter says, boss is away, the mice. Ha! Ooh, call back. That's a deep cut. Call back to like episode 20 or something there. The boss is away, the mice will play. Let's give away swag to everyone on the call. I don't know about that. I've had enough mice on this show, I think, to last me for the next several years. So deep cut. Love that. Willard says he's not received the stickers just yet. That's probably because I haven't got them in the mail yet, Willard. I'm sorry. I will send them to you very soon. My apologies. They will be in the mail very soon. Thank you so much for sending the reminder there. I'll get them to you. Do not worry. Bill says he's really enjoying the cat and the World Radio League desktop app. That's incredible, Bill. Great to hear it. And guys, keep throwing your comments in the chat because we want to keep responding to your comments here. Billy says, if you're giving out mugs, I could use one. Kilo Delta 2, Papa Golf uniform. Well, you heard Catalina. Mugs for Map Shares program is the way to get your mugs. So be sure and do that. Something that I wanted to talk about that I failed to mention earlier that we will be talking about in just a bit is Morse Mastery. We've got some great things going on at Morse Mastery, and I'm super duper excited about it. So we like to take a peek into that about every week, and we'll take a peek into that this week once again as well. So we'll take a look at that. So KR4LRA asking, well, then I have a VHF UHF and I'm adding an HF radio. Do they have a realistic potential of interfering with each other if I stack them on top of each other like a 3D server rack type of thing? Not if you're not using them. I mean, not if you're not going to be transmitting on both at the same time. So no, don't even worry about it. Just put them next to each other and there can be a really big deal made about interference. And I'm sure in some shacks, like my shack, I have common mode current issue or something where I get a feedback loop when I try to use my microphone through my computer and through my digital board and into my radio. I think if I plug a microphone straight into the radio, it's going to solve most of my issues. But there's a big deal made out of interference and that type of thing. Just put in your dream setup. Just put in your setup the way you want it to look, and then if you start experiencing issues, you know how to we can start down the road of troubleshooting. But honestly, there's a huge % chance that any issues that are there aren't going to be bad enough that you even have to worry about them with that type of setup. So just go ahead and set it up, and it would be my recommendation. Great question there. Thank you so much for that incredible question. GC Golfer KM7 FMJ, do you think the digital modes will help grow the hobby with Gen Z? That's an interesting question. That's a very interesting question. Do I think the digital modes will help grow the hobby with Gen Z? I think it has a potential. I think it has potential if the digital modes software developers get a fire built under them and make some software that looks like it was built recently. Yeah, absolutely. If we keep running these aged softwares to run our digital modes, kind of a toss-up. I'd say you have to be very enthusiastic about digital modes to get into them. So I think it's pretty much a toss-up. Now, if there was somebody started building software for these digital modes that was just premium, beautiful, easy to set up, fun to use, I'm not. I'm describing the World Radio League of digital modes, and I'm not promising anything, but just suppose that some fantastic software company that everybody loves and uses to log their contacts started, integrating some digital modes into their platform. Like I said, I'm not promising anything, and even if we did do something like that, we're talking a long time out, many months out, maybe years out. But I can absolutely see that bringing more young people into digital modes. At its current state, I think it's it's very tough on a young person to start in down this road and see all these outdated configuration options, all this mess. And there are some good options. There are some good options out there, but it's just kind of hard to navigate. And I'm not even calling out anybody specific. It's just some of these are hard to navigate and hard to configure. So, but yeah, I think if there was a premium 21st century, beautiful, modern, easy, fun, slick, smooth way to set it up, we would probably see Gen Z picking up digital modes pretty quickly. I'm not sure that will directly grow the hobby unless there are some sort of a new digital mode that we have not released yet. That's more of almost a live, or something that isn't widely adopted yet. That's very widely accepted, and we're just completely, ideating here. This is just off the top of my head. If there was a digital mode that was widely accepted, that everybody used, everybody knew about, that was live chats over HF, live instantaneous, full keyboard to keyboard chats over HF, and I'm sure there are options that are somewhat like that, but I mean, I'm talking widely accepted, widely used, a bunch of people on there all the time. Groups on there all the time. You might see some of that being adopted a little bit better, but at this point, with the current state of digital modes, I don't think they're necessary. I don't think the digital modes are what's bringing Gen Z into the hobby, if that makes sense at this point. I think I could see a future where there were digital modes that did, but I just don't think we're there right now. But great question, incredible question. Yeah, that's very interesting to think about. I appreciate the question for sure. I don't think we're there yet. I think we could see that in the next, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, but I don't think we're there yet. I don't think we're there right now. But it'll be interesting to see, if we get there soon. So great question. Jason asking, how's the desktop programming going? Desktop app is launched. Go to hamradioprep.com, or I'm sorry, World Radio League, app.worldradioleague.com/integration, I believe is the page it's on. Go download the desktop app. Great question. Thank you for this comment here. Keep up the great work. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Jim from Minnesota. Appreciate the shout out. Ham Train Geek Productions 4101. Soul Studios, Ham Radio saying looking good. Bravo to your team. Appreciate it very much, my friend. Thank you so much for reaching out. Brian Strauss, KF0WYR, new ham. Can't wait to get my general so I can use 20 and 40. Well, Brian, since you happen to be watching this stream, go to hamradioprep.com, sign up for the general course if you have not purchased it yet, sign up for the general course using code N0APX for 10% off of your subscription. And anybody can use that code N0APX for 10% off of your, I'm sorry, not subscription, your purchase. It's a one-time purchase for the course. So go sign up. Petra, what band was user with 400 QSOs using, and for how long was he online? That was Steve. Steve, are you still with us? Let's see here. Hey, Rockets and Radios, Tim. Good to see you. I don't know if Steve is still with us. We'll see if Steve makes an appearance. Hi, James' mom. Thank you for stopping by, Sherry. Appreciate it. James is on his way to England, as I'm sure you were well aware. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi in the show. Really appreciate it. Absolutely. All right. What other comments do we have here? Ed got all 13 colonies and the bonus that they are on a combination of SSB and digital. Nothing wrong with that. It's really cool. Really cool. Terry saying he transmits on both 2 meters and HF at the same time, FT8 and on FT8 on HF and a net on 2 meters. See, Terry does it. Doesn't sound like he has many issues. Thanks, Terry, for chiming in. Zach says the trick is to get the youth on the air. They grow up and think, wouldn't it be cool if we had feature then they go out and make it. This is ham radio. This is what ham radio is all about. And I mean, you know, where would we be if James hadn't looked at ham radio and said, what we need is an online course that just teaches people how to get their ham radio license. Boom, Ham Radio Prep was born. Hundreds, thousands of operators licensed and on the air because of Ham Radio Prep. Where would we be if James hadn't looked at the hobby and said, look at all these new operators, and they're being dropped into this pool of all this outdated software. What we really need is a modern logging tool. Boom, World Radio League is born. Where would we be if we hadn't looked at World Radio League and said, you know, what we really need is, you know, insert your favorite feature here. You know, we've got so many of these features we looked at and said, we really just need this. And we have an incredible seller team that just created it. And I mean, that's, you know, that's what ham radio is all about. That's what ham radio is all about. And I really think, you know, that's an awesome take, Zach. Thank you for that. Willard says, is a net logging profile still on the board? Absolutely. We have that on our list, guys. After WRTC is over, we have the whole team is going to sit down, breathe a great sigh of relief, and then tear into some of the most epic stuff that you have ever seen. And it's going to be incredible. It's going to be so cool and so fun, and we're going to move so fast. And just keep an eye out, because we've got awesome stuff coming very soon. We got to get past WRTC this week. We are so excited for WRTC, but we got to get past it in order to keep moving and making more progress. Great question, Willard. Thank you very much for that. Absolutely. Zach says, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we, the Monday live stream that came about, we were doing kind of randomly timed live streams. In fact, we were doing some evening live streams, and I guess we must have been eating into other live stream times or something, because I moved this thing to earlier in the day, Monday afternoon, thinking, I don't know about this. I moved it to Monday afternoon, and I mean, bam, we started having awesome viewership and attendance. And so here we've been ever since, and we really appreciate every one of you that have supported us. We're so thrilled for the World Radio League show. We're on our 56th episode, guys, and we are so thrilled for that. And thank you, each and every one of you, for being a part of it. Grand Assets says, my youngest son got his ticket last year at 17, and I am a 30-plus year general class ham. That's awesome. That's incredible. So great to hear that your son, 17-year-old son, getting into ham radio. That's just awesome. That's really awesome. I love all these stories of these young folks getting into ham radio. It's just so cool. It's so awesome. I love it. I myself was, I don't even remember now, 20. Sarah, I think I started in, I think I was either 20 or 21 when I got my ham radio license. When I got my technician license, I think I was either 20 or 21. I believe that's right. So, yeah, maybe either 19 or 20, honestly. I can't remember now. I know it was after I was married, but I can't remember if I was 19, 20, or 21. It was like right in there. So Billy says, what happened to the solar weather report and projected band conditions? That went the way of the dodo when I found out that my AI minion couldn't feed me straight data. So if we come up with a good, efficient, fast way to assemble all of that, we will get that. We may add that segment back, but it hasn't been worth the time of attempting that right now. So Sherry's asking, how much time are we going to be live during the WRTC event? We will likely stream for 1 to 2 hours on Saturday morning to kick off the event. Thank you, Sherry. I needed to talk about WRTC, and I haven't hardly had the opportunity yet. Great timing. All right, WRTC, guys. WRTC the World Radio Sport Team Championship happens every 4 years. It's like the Olympics, the FIFA World Cup, all wrapped up into one of amateur radio. All these great, amazing ham radio contesters all go to one location. This year it's Great Britain, and get on the air and contest for 24 hours straight. And you know, it's a massive event, huge undertaking. And this is, I think, only the second time that they'll have a live online scoreboard, and we are hosting their live online scoreboard, their leaderboard. So we are so excited about that. And Charlie, I'll get to your question in just a few minutes. Thank you for asking that question. I'll get to you in just a little bit. But yeah, we are so excited about the World Radio Sport Team Championship. This has basically been since the inception of World Radio League. We've been, had this on our horizon. So we've been working towards that end. And it's finally here. World Radio Sport Team Championship 2026 is finally here. And it's happening this weekend. Saturday is when the event kicks off on Wednesday. Saturday is when the contest itself kicks off. And it's going to be incredible. It's going to be absolutely incredible. We got a Raspberry Pi, a little microcomputer at every station with World Radio League software on it that moves contacts from their local computers up to the online leaderboard. Their local computers can't be on the internet. The Pis are on the internet, and sends those to the leaderboard. So it's going to be incredible. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So so James is headed out there. We're going to try to go live for a couple hours on Saturday morning, 1 to 2 hours on Saturday morning. WRTC themselves will be streaming the event on their YouTube channel, so be sure and go check them out. Our live stream will probably be a combination of checking in with James, checking in with them, commenting on what's going on, watching the live leaderboard, all these different things. And nobody knows what their call signs are going to be. They haven't even assigned their call signs yet. They don't assign their call signs until they get there. So it's a really highly controlled environment and event, and it's really, really incredible. So I'm going to pull up the rules just real quickly here. And in fact, I can even share these on screen briefly. I'm not going to read through all of them, but I do want to skim through them just a little bit. So, y'all know what to expect. Be sure and go enroll. First of all, let's talk about that. Go enroll. I'll show you how to do it. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Share screen. There we go. Okay. So go to contests and events. We've got all this WRTC stuff here. Open the WRTC event. And we'll go here. We've got some placeholder data in there right now. That won't stay. That'll leave. We'll replace that. Click join for free on WRTC. Right now, looks like we have, let's see here. We've got 31 people in there. Let's make this, let's crush this. Let's make James proud. Let's get this up to 2,000 by Saturday. Let's really go for it, guys. Go enroll in this contest here as a hunter. There you go. I just put the link in the chat. You're gonna have your homepage where you're gonna see the live streaming, the team leaderboards, all that good stuff. You're gonna have, of course, the team leaderboard page. You're gonna have the top hunters page. You're gonna have spotting. You're gonna have statistics. I'm so excited about this stats page because it's going to be beautiful. There's some really beautiful stuff here. Got their sponsors listed. Got some incredible sponsors here for the event. Go to, we got the My Stats page where you can check, the ones that you've hunted on, the bands and modes that you've hunted them on. Got a whole rules page here. And then, of course, your logbook for hunting those stations. So be sure to go enroll in that. It's going to be epic. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be incredible and so exciting. I'm just so excited about WRTC 2026. I'm really looking forward to it. So let's pop over to some of the rules quick. The contest period starts Saturday, July 11th at 1200 UTC and ends July 12th at 11:59 UTC. What is WRTC? It is the World Radio Sport Team Championship. You can go to WRTC2026.org to see more details about that. Frequencies and bands listed here. You know, the standard non-work bands of 80, 40, 20, 15, and 10. CW and SSB, no digital. English language will be used. Pardon me. There we go. Contest exchange. WRTC stations must send signal report plus ITU zone. A complete exchange must be sent and logged for each valid QSO. Apart from 5NN, no other abbreviations are allowed when sending the exchange either on SSB or CW. Operators must say 5927 on SSB and 5NN27 or 59927 on CW. Further cut numbers such as ENN27 are not allowed. Operators may increase the speed of the exchange up to a maximum of 50 words per minute on CW. Voice recorders are allowed to send the exchange on SSB. So each station must identify themselves by sending their call sign at least every 3 QSOs. Thank you. That is one of the things that I don't get annoyed by a whole lot of stuff on amateur radio unless people are just being ridiculous. But one of the things that is kind of standard operation, and I almost hate to say this because please don't call me a sad ham after this, because I have no desire. I don't yell at people for doing this. I don't go down that rabbit hole. But when people sit there for 10, 20 contacts all in a row and never send their call sign, it bugs me. I'm like, I want to work you. I want to get my call sign in the pile up, but I don't know what yours is yet, so I can't log you properly. So there's been a few times where I go ahead and call them anyway and then ask for their call sign while we're making the QSO. Anyway, that aside, let's move on. I know I'm going to get yelled at over that one. So each valid two-way CW or SSB QSO is worth the following QSO points. Within Europe, 2 points. Outside Europe, 5 points. Multipliers is the total number of DXCC countries plus IARU member society HQ stations on each band will count as multipliers once per band, regardless of the mode. IARU officials represent a maximum of 4 multipliers per band. The final score will be score equals total number of multipliers times the sum of QSO points. After adjudication, the judging committee will calculate the final score for all entries based on the Cabrillo logs submitted. There you go. WRTC 2026 champions will be the team with the highest score. Thank you, Zach, for agreeing with me. And Christopher, thank you very much. All right. They will also have an SSB leader and a CW leader, which is cool. And a multiplier leader. That's really cool, too. And an accuracy leader? Oh, that's neat. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Special rules and disqualification, blah, blah, blah. They must be QRT for at least 15 minutes prior to contest start. Very nice. Okay. The operators are not allowed to intentionally identify themselves by revealing their own call signs before or during the contest or reveal their team identity in any way. Any attempt to do this, such as by radio, telephone, SMS, internet, email, etc., may result in an immediate disqualification. Requesting QSOs before the contest period is strictly forbidden. So they don't even give them their call signs ahead of the event so that they can't, there's a much smaller chance of team call signs, name associations leaking. Basically, just from what I can understand, they're just trying to give every team a fair chance, and so each team just gets a standard call sign, and they all go get on the air, start working, and you don't know which team you're working whenever you work them. So kind of cool. Call sign allocation. Call signs will be assigned to competitors will be selected from special calls to be determined in a to be determined series. The process of assigning calls and stations will be randomly designated by lottery on Friday, July 10th, 2026 for the contest. The competition call signs will be given to the teams by the referee at the station 15 minutes before the contest. That's cool. That's cool. All right. All right. So after the contest, each team must provide to the referee a complete stereo audio recording of Radio A and Radio B. A USB memory stick flash drive will be provided for each team. Wow, cool. That's really cool. That's crazy. All right. So this is going to be quite the event. We are super excited about this. There's plenty more rules. Go read through this rules page, you know, if you want to find out more about it. But it's going to be, we're so excited about this event. It's going to be absolutely huge and insane. Just go sign up on the World Radio League page. Be sure and enroll in that competition, because we're really excited about this. Let's see how many enrollees we can get by Saturday. We're really excited. All right, guys. I ran a clean past break time. Let's go ahead and go to one more quick break. When we get back, we'll check in with Morse Mastery, see how we're doing there. We'll answer. I know Charlie had a great question. Thank you, Sherry, for the question there, by the way. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Charlie has a great question we're gonna cover. And we'll be back right after this very short break. Very quickly. So do not go anywhere, because we've got one more segment of the show. Don't miss it, guys. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Great to have you here for the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. 2 hours of pure ham radio goodness. So glad each and every one of you are here. I am so very excited about what you've heard me talk about so much, Morse Mastery. I have here in my formerly Dr. Pepper stained fingers a modern Morse nameless paddle, and I love this paddle. This paddle's so fun to use. And picked it up at Hamvention. I had it on pre-order from like early this year, and finally got it in person at Hamvention event, and so excited to use it. So let's go ahead and well, before we get into Morse Master, let's go ahead and answer the question that Charlie pitched me. Oh, before we answer that, Terry said he just went to his mailbox and got the WRL Mentor Award. Congratulations, Terry. That's awesome. That's incredible. Great to hear. Congratulations. Yeah, absolutely. Charlie says, what brought you to the hobby? So, when I was little, let me see. Hold on. I've got a book here. I'm going to show you a book. Oh, all right. When I was little, I had this. My dad had this book. Now You're Talking. All you need to get your first ham radio license. Published by the ARRL in, this is the second edition. Copyright 1993. And yes, absolutely. This book may be used for exams given until 1997. That's so funny. But yes, this book was one of my biggest inspirations getting into ham radio. My dad was very interested in ham radio when he was young. He did not pursue the hobby, but I was very interested at a young age in ham radio. So, in fact, I built, I made all this dumb, like out of wood, like these fake, like ham radio equipment stuff, and acted like I was on the air. I had my brother had one of those little like electronics builder kits where you could, it was like a board with springs on it, and you could attach wires here and there. And I'd make a Morse code key with that thing. That was fun, all kinds of stuff like that. And so as when I got older, I got married, got my GMRS license. My brother was on GMRS, and I got my GMRS license. And me and my brother started using that. Well, I picked up the QYT KT8900D off of Amazon. $89, 25 watt UHF GMRS radio. Well, then I found out you can unlock it for VHF, UHF ham bands. So I got the unlock code, and I punched it in, did whatever you had to do to unlock the radio, and boom, it's like I'm transmitting on the ham bands all of a sudden. Like I keyed it up once. I'm like, whoa, yikes, this actually worked. So I promptly started studying, and I can't remember exact timelines, but if I'm not mistaken, I started studying right away after that. And in a matter of just a few weeks, boom, technician. So exciting. Of course, I moved on. I think it was about a year later, I moved on, got my general in 2024, and got on the air. And so, this book was my early inspiration. So thank you, Dad, for having this book sitting around. I probably wouldn't be sitting here in front of you if my dad hadn't had this book sitting on a shelf when I was little. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. So yeah, Charlie, great question. Appreciate that. K2EAG just entered the chat. You will never know what you missed unless you join Team Replay after the show's over. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, so Morse Mastery. Zach is in Morse Mastery. Let's pull Morse Mastery up here. Let's see if we can get a connection here. Share this tab, and I stopped sharing. What did I do that for? There we go. All right, let's put this up on screen. Boom, there we go. All right. Zach. There we go. All right. Zach, you're 5'9", right here in Missouri. So yeah, this is Morse Mastery right here. All right, let's mute Zach right now. We'll watch his message come in. But in the meantime, Zach, I'll be right back over to the board here. But this is our homepage now. Look at this. Look at this. This turned out. I think this turned out really well. I'm really excited about it. Let's make an adjustment. No, you can see that. You can see that, can't you? Yeah. Okay. I can always move. I think I can move. I'm gonna pull this this QR code down. Oh, bah humbug. There we go. I'm gonna pull this QR code down for now. I think you can see past it. I think you can see past it. So yeah, this is our Morse Mastery homepage here. You see your proficiency. This is, I'm like working through setting it up and working on at the same time. So I have a horrible proficiency score. But I'm using the Halakey MIDI adapter. I had somebody reach out and ask me about the My Key Serial by CW Morse. I have the option in there for it, but it's not fully set up yet, and I'm having issues with it on Mac. So we're going to see if we can get it set up. If not, we may have to switch to Windows and see if we can set it up there. But it's, we're going to try to set it up, but I would highly, highly recommend you get either the V-band adapter or the Halakey MIDI. We're soon going to be adding the Veil adapter, the Halakey serial adapter, and hopefully the My Key serial adapter as well. But all these adapters, they take time to get each one added. Zach says the Veil adapter is working right now with one of the settings. I'm assuming he's using the V-band setting. So we'll make sure that's optimized and ready. He keeps mentioning a delay that he's facing, and he shouldn't be facing a delay. So maybe we'll I've got a Veil adapter on the way. We'll plug that in and make sure it's working. So some of the things that we've added is you now have the option to, thanks Zach, I appreciate that. We'll see what's going on there with the delay. So some of the things we've added is we've added this edit pace button. So now you can go the recommended pace, 14 words per minute, up to 2.5 Farnsworth, which is your character spacing, spaced out 2.5 times normal spacing. Faster Start brings that max Farnsworth down to 1.7 and brings your words per minute up to a 16 minimum. Experience takes you up to 18 WPM minimum and down to a max of 1.3 Farnsworth spacing. Pardon me. Or you can set that to custom and set those wherever you want to set those. I'm sitting here on the Faster Start right now because that's what I'm liking for working through this and everything. Then you configure your keyer, you set your profile information up here. I would not recommend you click this clear progress button if you've already made a bunch of progress. So yeah, anyway. Okay. That's our course pace configuration system. We've got course progress. We've also updated this page. It looks a lot cleaner, a lot more beautiful, I think. It looks, I love the way this looks. So, you're walking down through these objectives. And of course, I've got objective 1 completed here. We can review it if we want to, or we can just continue on to objective 2. It pops this banner up here showing you where you need to continue at. This you can click into whatever you want to click into, but this is your next lesson. This is what you need to do next. So really excited about that. Zach says the delay is from the buzzer that's on the Veil adapter and the sound from the browser. There's just a slightly off. You can just mute the adapter. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, Zach. Thanks for the clarification there. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, this is the live chat. There we go. So I can send Zach a good afternoon, OM, or old man in ham radio terms. I can send. Sometimes I have to. Sometimes just the way I am, I have to type something out in front of me in order to send it cleanly. So we're gonna see if I can. Let's see if I can send something here. we'll wait till Zach's done sending to me, and then I'm gonna try sending something here. There we go, live from the Blue Barn studio. That's what we are right now. And then I could do something like, this is gonna be a long one. Oh man. All right, let's try sending that one again. There we go. It's the World Radio League show, just like that. So I'm thinking moving forward, we might need to like tighten up some of the spacing timing. Sometimes the letter spacings seem to get off just a little bit, so we might need to tighten those up just a tad. Let's watch. There we go. It's the best. I love it, Zach. Thank you. I appreciate that. So now another thing we can do is we can also click in here into a message and delete it now. So if we sent like a mistake like I did, you can just delete that, and now you can clean up the clutter just a little bit. So yeah, absolutely. We are so excited about how Morse Mastery is coming along here, and Zach, thank you for checking it out and helping us with it, and KI5ZAF. So like he's in here trying it. Some of our team members have been using it. Plenty of stuff. So the proper Roger. I need to come up with a way to properly send the proper Roger. Of course, it sounds like an EN to the system. But I need to have like a specially italicized Roger, the specially italicized and emboldened R that pops up when you send the proper Roger somehow or another. We'll figure that out. Anyways, all right. But yeah, we've got the CW games. We're working on this one. This is kind of a mess right now, and I know it is, but we're working on getting this cleaned up a little bit. Just Practice has been cleaned up a bit, and will be cleaned up even more. It's still a bit of a mess itself. The skill check, that one has been cleaned up a little bit already. So you can start skill checking and find your CW starting point. And then, of course, the settings, of course, shows you this course base, Morse gear, all that stuff. But this has been way cleaned up. The indicator up here shows which hardware you have connected. You've got your light and dark mode icon here, and your daily practice streak here. So I need to include probably any activity in that streak, even getting on the live chat. So see about doing that. But yeah, this is Morse Mastery. You have all these proficiency metrics here that you can check, and we'll be tightening a lot of this stuff up, making it cleaner, making it better. But we're really excited about it. We're super excited about it. There you go. Zach sent proper Roger right there. Yeah. So, am I not connected? KF0 RGH, good to see you in here. Am I not? Yeah, I must not be connected. There we go. Whoops. Try that again. There we go. Proper Roger. So as you can see, some of the letter spacing, it's getting just a tad off. So we'll need to, tighten some of that up a little bit. The decode is getting really good. We've really dialed the decode in. So really excited about this. This is just so fun. This has been one of the most fun projects. And I'm super excited about it. If you want a private chat room, you can generate a private chat room up here, give you an invite code, and you can send that invite code to your friends and they can pop it in right here and join. All right. So Zach's signing off with a 73. Good evening, AI4ZD. I signed off with 72, which is the QRP version. Billy says it's the king, not the app. Well, it's my app too, so it could be a combination of the two. Thanks, Billy. All right. So the way this works, just to clarify, the way it works currently, and we'll see if we keep it this way, but the way it works currently is you are not hearing the direct audio, and I want to get feedback on this. I don't mind critical feedback on this. I don't know exactly how we're going to leave it, so give me your honest feedback on this. You do not hear exactly what the other guy is sending coming straight off of his key. You hear what the computer interprets that the other guy sent. So if the guy sends 7.3, you're not hearing the 7.3 coming straight off of his key. The computer is decoding that he sent 7.3, putting that in here, and then sending the 7.3 to you. So in other words, Zach, by sending the proper Roger, you were tricking the computer into sending proper Roger back as well. So, yeah. So I think the one place where this I think kind of falls apart is there are some keys that are just amazing to use for to hear over the air and everything. And like bugs, Terry mentioned a bug. I would love to hear those, those nuances and everything as we're going. So, yeah, Zach says he would like to hear the exact king. There were a couple things that he said that might have been slightly off spacing that showed up as a question mark. Yes, exactly. Because, yeah, and that question mark was confusing to hear on your end. Absolutely. So I can, we can absolutely look at doing that. It's going to be a little bit interesting because we're going to be capturing that audio, sending it across in real time. It's doable. It's just, a little bit more of a challenge than translating and then re-encoding on the other end. And there may be a way to do, there might be a couple different approaches that you can take with that. But yeah, I like the feedback. I like the feedback there, Zach. Thank you very much. Hello, LAKM7 EVC. Great to see you. Yeah, Zach, I appreciate the feedback there. I'm gonna consider that. And thank you for the feedback on the Veil adapter as well. Really excited about getting my own Veil adapter and plugging it in and getting it rolling and seeing what we can do. So yeah, I heard somebody say it wasn't working. Was working for Zach, so we'll see if there's any bugs and work those out for the Veil adapters. Guys, any questions you have about Morse Mastery? We have a whole section in our Discord dedicated to Morse Mastery, so feel free to go in there and ask any questions you have. I'm going to drop a Discord invite link in the chat. Do not forget about our Ham Radio Prep for Schools program. Morse Mastery will probably eventually become a part of that once it reaches full production status. You can scan the QR code up in the top corner of your screen there and go to hamradioprep.com/schools to sign up. Grade schools, high schools, homeschool communities, colleges, you name it. If you're part of a school, we want to get ham radio prep in every school across America, and we are super thrilled about this program. And Catalina did a great job of helping explain that earlier on in the show. If you want to go back and watch that, it was we're just beyond thrilled about this program. And guys, do not forget to go enroll in WRTC 2026 happening this weekend. We are finally there. We're at WRTC 2026. We are there. By the way, Zach, your daughter's still in school. Maybe reach out to her school and see if she can get ham radio prep in her school. That would be awesome. But guys, don't forget about WRTC 2026. We are so excited about it, and we want to get every one of y'all plus every one of your ham friends all across the world hunting these guys on the World Radio League leaderboard. It's going to be so cool and so fun. Billy, no, I didn't get a chance yet to ask Elon about throwing a stationary repeater into orbit. Zach, that's awesome. The more ham radio clubs we can get into schools, the better. I also think the more schools that adopt ham radio as an elective, awesome. I would love to see that. But yeah, absolutely. HRP and WRL will be suggested. That's awesome, Zach. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Let us know if we can help in any way. We can probably even provide a club account for the school club, if in some cases, or at least the major discount on it. So reach out for sure. Guys, it has been another awesome, epic show. Thank you all so very much for tuning in. We so appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget about WRTC. Don't forget about ham radio prep for schools. Don't forget us. We love you so much. Come back and see us next Monday, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on the World Radio League show, live from the Blue Barn Studios in southwestern Missouri. Thank you, each and every one of you. We love you. Have a fantastic rest of your week. I'm Andy N0APX, your extra host here on the World Radio League show, product manager for World Radio League, contributor for ham radio prep, saying 73, 72. Hope to get you in the log soon. N0APX is clear. That's it.